We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Plumgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Plumgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Good morning. Trying to climb out all your dogma burgers. Hope we got a good connection today. I think we do. But a lot to talk about. My walk up the Pacific is going to start at Old Town on New Year's Day at 10 o'clock. I'll be in Old Town, San Diego, New Year's Day at 10 o'clock. Looks like I'll be in Las Vegas right after Christmas for a few days, working with some musicians in the Nevada test site, which we've already been doing. But a lot about the CIA report. Let's talk about, of course, Fukushima, the lies. That, you know, just like I said in the first days, I want people to understand this channel's for the big kids. Look, the average American, 90% of them are way too fucking pathetically fucking stupid to fucking even handle watching one of my videos or whatever. So far over their fucking heads, it's unbelievable because, and I can prove it. I proved my PhD. My PhD is post-ignorance. I was working on it in 2008, 9, 10. The thing is that people don't understand is that as life goes on, time goes on, the economic thesis has slowed down so far as what people make, what they do, what they incorporate into their lives. It truly is a boiled frog concept. In 1980, they started to unravel everything that had been done in America from we're into 1929 to present. Turned it back into a feudal system. Now, people don't understand that because they're too fucking stupid to understand it. You know, it's just the way it is. They can't understand it. They're working 65 hours a week. They're both, well, we're talking two people in a relationship, if they're even two people in the relationship. It is unbelievable to me that people cannot see this. I mean, they grew up in this America. They were working in a place and a time where their family, their life, I mean, they saw it. I mean, they grew up in these families. Let's get real about this. Let's understand this in factual detail. They grew up in America that their dad typically worked 40 hours a week. They got 4 or 5 siblings. Dad worked 40 hours a week. Dad had 100% full insurance, including dental, on the entire family. Mom stayed home for the most part. She might have had a part-time job here or there. She might have been a nurse, whatever, and I think this. How's that possible? 40 hours a week, went on vacations. How's that possible? It's called tariffs, the Great Progressive Movement. Tax rate on the 1% was 91%. It evolved through the Depression. It's like these guys want to get into the Fed with me. I mean, it's so mind-boggling. When I'm in D.C., I'm like, look at the name on the Fed. I knew him very personally. The split inside the Masonics, the whole split inside the Fed. The Fed thesis goes back even before America. Oh, the Rothschilds. I mean, wow. So here's LeBron James with his arm around a royal breaking protocol. King James has broke a protocol. Widely reported by the British invasion media that has totally captured our media, totally taken our media. What? The United States has a royal protocol? Well, tell that to somebody freaking even 30, 40 years ago in the history of America. They would have had a heart attack. They would have fell over dead. Royals didn't even dare set foot on this ground. For a long time. They would have been killed. They would have been hung. Instantly hung. Do you not understand? Has America completely forgot the inception of this country, what this country was about? Yes, they have. Boiled like the frogs. They believe in a royal system. Now, you think about it. A monarchy. They were all taken out. Every monarchy across the world, 1914 in your head. It took a long time. They were taken out. There was one family. One royal family ruled the world. One. What happened to them? What about Anastasia? By the way, what's her name? Was living in Virginia, who claimed she was Anastasia, which we all knew she was a liar, was lying the whole time. She was a liar. DNA proved it all. She was a con woman. I think she's dead now. Made a hell of a lot of money, that con artist she did over those freaking years. So what'd they do? I mean, it all spilled out. What'd Black Hand do? They killed them. They killed them all. Down to the last man, woman, and child. Killed them all across freaking Europe. I mean, one family ruled the entire world. The entire world. So, that's the re-entering of the royals. Well, there was an aberration called the United States of America. White Anglo-Saxons living in the United States for how long? What erupted in 1776, or leading up? Right there in Fort Greene, the Battle of Brooklyn, Alexander Hamilton. The Scottish royal freaking bastard son living in the Caribbean. Oh, he saw the slave complex. He ran the books for him. The genius. George Washington's still the greatest president. Oh, yeah, and he was a Mason. I love it how you freaking twisted the whole Masonic thesis. You know there was a split inside the Masons. You do know the split. You do understand the Enlightenment split. You do understand Washington. To understand George Washington is to understand America, to understand what was America. They killed them all. Oh, they left one standing. One royal family left standing. America has been colonialized. See, if the CIA report does not prove to you that America is colonialized and that America is a colony of the royals, this is a colony of the royals. There is no due process. There was a constitution put in place. The United States is not a democracy, never was. It's a republic with a constitution. Without the Constitution and without a media, we have nothing. So the Patriot Act, mission accomplished. I knew when Bush stole the election, and it didn't matter. It's just the fact that the election was able to be stolen in the United States. Now think about that. Has it happened before? No. I mean, you can get into the argument of Nixon and freaking Kennedy all you want. You can dive in it. I think it's been proven over and over and over that he did win. Now, let's go back to Nixon. He understood that thesis. When he brought in the Watergate and pulled off that scam, You know, he didn't want to get freaking. I mean, that was one tight election. So was it in '68 when Shirley MacLaine on the House floor, when Daley sends the goons out to beat up the protesters. Sound familiar? She says it will cost this country the presidency. That's what happened. Bobby was killed. Bobby was going to win by a landslide. The great progressive movement unwound. By the way, the two greatest events in American history, the same day? Yeah, and not Warhol getting shot, which was the same day. No, D-Day. What about the assassination of Bobby Kennedy? The Democrats quit being tough. They quit being progressives. That's the day it died. They turned into latte-drinking, fucking pussy, sissy, passive, hold fucking hands, fucking dirty, hippie, fucking losers. And then it more from there into thinking they were fucking elitists. Then what happened to the Republicans? Eisenhower's words. Why do you think they go back to fucking Reagan? What are they going to say? Oh, we want to be like Bush. The far-right lunacy fucking, what do we call it? The Republican Reich. The Republican Reich. The Republican Reich. The Third Reich took it over the fascist. Hardcore fucking, you know, right out of the fucking fascist playbook based on so-called, remember Hitler called himself a hardcore fucking Christian over and over and over. The playbook fucking derives right out of Nazi Germany, the Republican Party. Who is it run by? And if you don't believe me, you just watch Fox News one day. Watch Fox News the whole day. Then watch fucking any Republican speak. Fox News tells them what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. Fox News is the Republican Party. Bar none. Who is Fox News? Rupert Murdoch. Who is Rupert Murdoch? The House of Windsor, the Royals. What is the fucking revolution? Everything that this country... So the media is so fucking... America's so gone. America's gone. I'm telling you here, and I'm moving the fuck out of here. I am. I'm going to do my walk. I'm going to walk all the way up the coast of California. And the ignorant fucking trolls and the fucking rats and everybody... By the way, all you people, you understand what happened to me up in Canada as they tried to team me up. Just, I want you to Google Palco Environmental. I have a picture Palco sent me with him holding his energy solutions. Palco Environmental contracts with energy solutions. They fucking tried to team me up, boy. Oh, boy, did they fucking team me up. Fucking hardcore, blatant fucking lies. Poshner grew me for a long time. It's heavy documented, well documented. The crimes that gone on through the fucking Palco family against me are heavy documented. Wow, amazing, amazing what is fucking... Snowden warned us this would happen. Snowden warned us they will go against people like you. The NSA will participate in it. This fucking fascist America, which America has drank the Kool-Aid. The police fucking forces have drank the Kool-Aid. Academia has drank the fucking Kool-Aid. They've all drank the Kool-Aid across the spectrum. Everything that fucking the principles that America was founded on and fucking made it the great fucking nation was have unwound because the populace is unwound. Politicians don't change anything. Fucking Roosevelt's fucking words. What changed me? What turned me into a traitor to my class? The American populace forced me to change. American populace is fucking gone. They've been co-opted. The far right, the gun lobby co-opted them. The energy fucking co-opt them. They all co-opt them. The gold lobby co-opt them. They all got co-opted. The fucking San Francisco, I'm an elitist, got them co-opted. Both parties gone. Completely gone. Same fucking gig. Yeah, last one in, shut the door. America is fucking gone. The American founding principles. Now, you have hair-sprayed rats like Glenn Beck, a cocaine heroin addict the Mormons found in the fucking gutter, hardcore abused fucking children. They're all abused. You can go back to the same thesis. Every fucking one of these fucking neo-far fucking rights were hardcore abused children. They'll admit it to you. Beat the fuck out of by their own fucking dads. Beat up, fucking sexually abused. Fucking hardcore abused. It's the thesis. I used to be all fucked up on the fucking dope. Now I'm all fucked up on the fucking Lord. George W. Bush says it himself. Unloved, hardcore abused child, just like the Royals. So King James, LeBron James, I love it. Ah, fuck, I want to fucking shake fucking LeBron's hand, putting his fucking arm around her. You see that ugly little inbred fucker fucking standing next to her? And if you don't believe me, how fucking sick these fucking demented Royals are in fucking England, fucking whack jobs. You think about this. They finally, one of the fucking inbred Royals actually turned out good looking. That happens. I mean, horse breeders know this. They know that if you inbreed to a certain, sometimes you get an incredible animal. You know, look what they did to the beautiful one, Diana. He couldn't handle having sex and fucking being in love with her. Well, she probably wouldn't. I mean, she probably took 2 looks at him and she's like, honey, not tonight. I mean, can you imagine? Whoa. So he has to go have sex with his ugly inbred cousin. Now, let's talk about Lord Brown. I was in D.C. Excuse me, New York City. I was on Wall Street. And I want to talk to fucking these idiots about, they don't know nothing about derivatives. Read the last chapter. Well, read East of Eden. The derivative market exists for one reason. The futures market exists for one reason. I'm standing right at the very ground. I'm outside right now where Flying J was taken apart by a guy who fucking drank the Kool-Aid and did not hedge the derivative portfolio. It's a beautiful story here. I knew Jay Call personally. He was killed in a plane wreck. He built up this company for years and years. My grandpa was fucking very close friends with him. He built up a Fortune 500 that was destroyed in 1 month. It's called Flying J. They destroyed them in 1 month. An ideologue who I knew, a fucking moron. I used to teach the derivatives class at the #1 school of business in the United States, Weber State University, till Clyde Cooley died of fucking mad cow. Now it doesn't even make the top 300. It's a disaster. Now listen. Okay. These go back hundreds of years, the derivative markets. So everybody in North America plants their crops in the spring. They harvest their crops in the fall. So the so-called free market, supply and demand, controls the pricing. Can you imagine what the price in the spring when nobody's got any? Okay, when everybody's putting theirs to sell, all their hard work, all their labor, all their resources go into raising their, and then it all dumps onto the market at once. Doesn't work. Thus, a future market is created. They can lock in a futures fucking contract. They can lock in their price any time of year. That's how they evolve. The oil complex has to have it. The gold complex has to have it. All mines have to have it. We used to use a thing called the Monte Carlo, but there's been more sophisticated ones. They're computers. This setup. You have, okay, so it's like this. Here's Flying J right here. I'm standing right here. By the way, that's where I was the day plastering that fucking lid in there the day that Greenspan was named to the Fed, and I felt like I'd been shot in the fucking gut. And then I'll get back to Lord Brown. We hammer to MBA students. Hammer. If you work in these markets and any commodity-based industry, you have to be hedged on your portfolio, on your inventory, 24/7 in the futures markets. You have to. That's what I did for a living. I was a derivative arbitrage specialist. I'm very successful on Wall Street because I understood them. I started trading futures in the cattle pits of fucking Oregon when I was a boy. I grew up on foot, huge cattle ranchers. Still live on the fucking family ranch. The cattle capital fucking of the world right here. More animals slaughtered, fucking brought to market right here, beat the Junction City than anywhere on earth. It was an incredible fucking sight to behold. So, this ideologue, when the oil fucking was going crazy, was drinking the Fox fucking News Kool-Aid. Oil's going crazy. Now let's remember, right down the street, I'll do a video down here. I've already done a video. The gas station still sits there, and this is in the fucking late 90s, and it says $1.13 a gallon. Now we're getting back there again to a proper place. And I'll talk about the proper place of the price of oil, gold, silver, the proper place. We had a hyperbolic fucking fear fucking bubble in fucking gold, silver, fucking oil, which I called out, which paid for my fucking cancer treatment in the acute one to save my fucking life. I turned 3,000 into 700 fucking understanding this fucking, that Greg Hunter doesn't understand, fucking none of these contemporaries understand. Max Kaiser doesn't understand it. None of Fox News understands it. You all been happy. They don't get what I fucking get. Which, that's why I was so successful on Wall Street. That's what Wall Street does get, the very fucking successful ones. The old wealth gets this. They understand this hyper fucking fear. Fucking bubble is not based on reality. And that bubble will fucking burst because it is not fundamental. It's like right now in the markets, everybody says, oh, the market's going to crash. How? You know, they've been saying that for fucking the last 5 years, the greatest stock market returns in fucking years. Why? Because the fundamentals of a company. By the way, they don't have to pay any taxes. They can use slaves. How can these fuckers not make money? There's 350 million people. Not to mention that you hand them your 401k over and then blindly let them do whatever they want. Yet you'll bitch. It's like the same people that are bitching about the federal government here work for the federal government. I mean, it's insanity. So here he is, Right here, Flying J. Fortune 500 company. Isn't that possibly a company that flush with cash, that rich, be taken apart in 1 month? I'll tell you how. An Iowa Kool-Aid fucker that I used to teach with, and fucking me and him used to go out. A piece of shit, by the way. Oil's going crazy. 2005, 2006, via the war, the fearmonger, the hyped up fucking lunacy of the fucking oil dynamic in Iraq. You can trace this back to the February election. So, he is dead set that fucking in his mind that fucking oil is going to $200 a barrel. Well, let's get into the 150s. You got to realize you're talking 99% of a balance sheet of a major oil company is their fucking oil inventory. And the rest is the profit off fucking people going into their stores, whatever. He pulls the fucking computer fucking model that has it fucking hedged. Pulls it. Dead cent, buys up an inventory for 2 fucking months going forward. Dead fucking guaranteed, ideologue. He's so fucking arrogant, and which you cannot do. You cannot do. It's fucking the cardinal sin. He commits the cardinal fucking sin of a fucking commodity-based industry. The cardinal sin. Pulls the fucking model. Kids that come out of my class can verify this because they were told to pull the fucking model, which they know. I pounded, Clyde Cooley pounded the #1 school business in the fucking United States. Pulled it. Oil goes from 160 to 80 so fast make your fucking head spin up. They're naked. They're naked. The fucking losses were catastrophic. Over. In receivership. Gone. That's why future markets, that's why derivatives exist. Now, have they been manipulated? I can show you how they have been manipulated. In the early 80s, here comes this new derivative called the option on equities on a stock. I'm like, oh boy, all right. I've been trading fucking futures fucking contracts for fucking years. They're hard to get a fucking account to trade futures because the bottom end is unlimited losses. So there's options on fucking futures. And I'm like, oh boy. It starts out in Japan, believe it or not, the American colony. I'm like, wow, there's not unlimited losses on these. You can only lose what you can fucking put in. I'm like, oh boy. Fuck, I'm like a kid on Christmas. There's no computer trading there. You got to actually go in a fucking brokerage firm and deal with fucking morons. By the way, one of the biggest lawsuits in the history of the finance world fucking ever was me versus Charles Schwab on the Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas. The Stratosphere Tower in Las Vegas, on the wall, my name used to be on the fucking wall. On the fucking plaque. That crooked piece of fucking shit, Stuback. And the people started, anyway, those thieves. Schwab pulled the fucking trade on me illegally. I mean, hundreds of thousands. I sued them. They were going to lose. That's when I woke up to how corrupt the fucking America really is. Now think about this. The Constitution of the United States. Due process. The Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, the Seventh Amendment, they'll do it with due process. Legality in the courts. Did you know if you trade any equity or any stock, this is a conspiracy from hell, in the United States, that you have to sign an arbitration clause? Have to. Not one single person in the United States is trading a fucking stock in the United States that has not signed an arbitration clause. That means you cannot use the court system to sue them. That means the brokerage firms cannot be sued. So we have to rely on the Justice Department, the SEC, to fucking police this, which we know how that works. They take a bright, brilliant, young SEC attorney, which I know tons of them when I was on Wall Street. They go to him and say, how much you make? How would you like to make 4 times more? And they just take him out of the equation. We knew that Madoff was up to what he was up. We knew right here the Mormon Madoff. I went to the media hundreds of times, Paul Southwick, who spent $40 million. I fucking was onto that con man right up the git. Nobody would listen to me. But fucking, he did it through the fucking Mormon Church, which is the oldest scam in the fucking world. So I sued. I had an arbitrage. Guess who owns the arbitration boards? You got it, the brokerage firms. Slam dunk case. My case is a slam dunk. They owe me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands. They're fucking buried. Go to the arbitration board. By the way, you can only use certain attorneys to sue them. They have to be registered. This is the scam. It's only a couple in the whole state. Had a good one. Traded his office right there across from the governor's mansion. I had to stucco the entire fucking place, restore one of those mansions down there to trade the bill. But I did it. It was great. He was great. Named Ron Price. Great attorney. Good man. He and I went at him. Clyde Tooley fucking tore them apart. They brought in this expert witness. You know, I'm a young guy. I forgot more than he knew. I destroyed him. They knew it. What they do is they bring in a so-called fucking people from the community. But they don't really let the people from the community rule. So typically the ruling will come down within the first fucking 48 hours, maybe a week is what they have legally to fucking rule. No ruling, goes on a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So I'm like, Ron, what the fuck? He says, I've never seen this in my entire career. So he calls the lead arbitrage guy. This is in the fucking mid-90s. What the fuck? And he says, I'll go off. And this is long before technology. You can track anybody you want, know anything about anybody you want. He's like, now, if you repeat this, I will fucking call you a liar. But I'm going to tell you right now, they've ruled in Kevin's favor. They've ruled all the way up, but the lead fucking, this has made it all the way to the fucking lead arbitrage board, the head top dog. He's got it, and so Ron's talking to he. He calls Ron. He says, I'll tell you here right now, if Kevin's fucking got a slam dunk. They fucked him. Charles Schwab fucked him. But if we rule in his favor, Kevin's got too many connections, this is going to make fucking front pages of financial fucking journals across America. And it's going to break down the fucking fraud of the arbitration system, which they have lock, stock, barrel. We can't rule. And tell Kevin I really apologize. I'm very sympathetic for his fucking cause. I'm like, you tell him to go fuck himself. So, sure shit, they ruled against me. In a slam dunk case. I knew right then. I was like, fuck, I've known the whole time. I was on Wall Street then. My boss was a fucking genius. I have lots of stories from when I was on Wall Street. I was so successful, made a lot of money, but I was young. Fuck, I was too young. And, you know us young guys out, we're sexually motivated. Fuck, we're all fucking geeked up. Fucking, you think that fucking athletes have fucking groupies hanging around, or musicians. Should have seen it there in the fucking 90s in Wall Street. Holy fuck. I mean, it was fucking unreal. That's how I understand. As soon as I left fucking Canada, I knew I'd been had. I knew that I'd been had. I'll tell you why. Because I've been tried to teed up by the best in the fucking world, male and female, in my lifetime. I mean, it's happened to me. It's happening to me on YouTube right fucking now. It's not going to work. You cannot fucking tee me up. And I fear no evil. I never have. I am fearless. When they take me, they take me. When I die, I die. We're all going to fucking die, and I have always known that. I don't fear death. I do not fear, for I fear no evil. But something happened on the way to that place. They threw an American flag named nuclearism in my face. When I was on Wall Street, I had an incredible, incredible fucking girlfriend named Monica. Her and I'd met her in Las Vegas. Russian girl from Chernobyl. Amazing woman. Feminine. She found out about me that I was a hardcore anti-nuclear activist. The whole fucking thesis about me, some people had told her about me. And then I'd heard about her. This original feminine girl about Chernobyl. She is the one how I know Megan Rice. And I know Megan Rice from Megan Rice's mother, believe it or not. We'd protest in the Nevada test site. So, just so you know, anybody's listening, I will be leaving right after Christmas. I'm going to drive, and I'll be in Las Vegas for a few days because Patrick and I and our band, we have a little fucking goofy fucking band, they call us the Traveling Isotopes, whatever, post-ignorant. We're going to do some work. We have us a drummer, and then it's off to Old Town San Diego, and I'll start my walk, and I'm going to walk up the fucking coast all the way, every square inch of it. And people don't understand why and how I do because this is a walk for the causation, not the cure. I'm going to pay respects to all the people that Fukushima has murdered, my friends, the fucking millions. People that are fighting for their lives with cancer. This is about hope. I'm about survival. I call it the art of survival walk. The type of cancer in my body, nobody survives it. There's only 2 of us out of that whole group that we all got cancer at the same time. By the way, Marshall, he is the first guy injected with the AIDS virus fucking in him. He and I had to make the decision on the bone marrow at the exact same time. It was a hard fucking gig. I had to pray and pray. There's a video. I did a poem out there by it. And by the way, does it really fucking matter how many? No. Contemporary Americans are fucking gone. They don't understand anything. They don't get anything because they've been fucking overworked. I mean, I used to have my students come in. #1 MBA fucking school in the world, 7 years in a row, because of a guy named Clyde Cooley, who died of mad cow in his brain. Where did he live? Right by Stericycle. Who can burn? The only place that can burn that encephalitis into the atmosphere? Stericycle. Who owns Stericycle? Fucking Josh Romney is one of the principal owners. Fucking Dirty Herbie, that crooked criminal fucking stalking piece of shit in Utah. So the inception of the country was based purely on fighting back on the world system. It was the fracture inside the Masonics. Every single president was a Mason. Every single president, 433-degree Mason. You know, the school that I do it in, the water school, but 33-degree Mason. All this call fucking back. I understand that. I'm fucking no Mason. Well, I tell everybody, I'm a Mason, all right. I'm a real Mason. I started out as a rock layer. I fucking laid this beautiful fucking Weber granite. We have some of the most beautiful stone in the fucking world. Go look at the fucking Salt Lake Temple. Hard fucking. I split my own. I got scars all over my body for it. I could write 100 books on these guys. I restored the Masonic Temple in 1905, fucking down their hand to it, because I understood how important and significant the fracture inside that place. The Masons fractured. They fractured hardcore. There were two different fucking factions really going at it each other. The Enlightenment versus the usury, the slavery. It's the same old battle. Hamilton got it. George Washington fucking got it. George Washington, the greatest president this country ever had, by fucking far. By far. He is so far removed to these pieces of shit we've had over the last few years. And think about this. Bill Walmart Clinton, Rhodes Scholar in economics, Rhodes, Carl Rhodes. That leads me back to fucking Lord Brown. I'm on Wall Street. I'm a student of history. So I'm starting at Old Town. My grandpa, that's where he fucking walked from. One of the guys that found the Golden Suitors. He's one of them. I'm on Wall Street. My best friend, who came out of Clyde's fucking program too, well placed on Wall Street immediately if you get through that. 17 grads the fucking year. I mean, he was impossible to get through there. He was brutal. Taught at an MBA level, and when you're a fucking sophomore. He's an oil analyst. Kev, Lord Brown, BP, speaking. They all know, everybody on the platform and the forum. I'm working for fucking Anthony fucking, we're freelancers of, the firm. We hedge portfolios. I hedge portfolios for fucking charitable organizations, for churches. Protect their wealth so they don't get caught naked like Flying J did. They all know. My bosses know, you ain't going. Okay. Ryan says, come on, I got your credential. You'll be all right. He tells him, Kev will be good. Which everybody knew. There's a little coffee shop right by the Wall Street. I'll never fucking forget it. I was in there in the fucking 90s. And you got to realize the dynamic then. I'm going to work at the New York Stock Exchange, which I did most of my work here in Utah, believe it or not, on computer screens even then. I would fly back and forth. I go in a coffee shop one day, and there's a girl named Jenna I've been fucking hanging with. She works there. That's how I met her. There's a bunch of suit ties there, Princeton guys. I mean, big time guys, bloodline guys. I go in there, and I got a reputation anyway of being a fucking Utah fucking, hick fucking. They're like, hey, Ryan's teed them up. She's already teed these guys up. They want to meet me. I go in there, and they says, hey, we want to hear you talk. We like your accent. Yeah, we hear your accent all over. Fucking, we love it. And I'm like, yeah, me with an accent? The Rocky Mountain me that I speak in, what type of, the broken language that I speak in is really a byproduct of autism. So they're like, you really live in Wyoming? These guys have got them wound up. Yeah, I live in Wyoming, which I live on the Wyoming-Utah fucking border. I live out here. I live in Wyoming. I live in Utah. They got them all wound up. These guys are Princeton grad guys. This is in the fucking mid-90s. One of them says to me, you guys got roads out there? I'm like, thinking to myself, oh my God, this guy ain't joking. I'm like, fuck no, we don't have roads. This is the arrogance. I'm like, fuck, didn't Ryan tell you what we fucking do on the fucking weekends? Yeah, he was telling me about it. He says, you guys get drunk, ride your horses to the bar, tie them up, and then you go hunt Indians? Yeah. If Fucking, and, you know, and I went on this goofy rant, which is all fucking lies. That's what art does. Isn't that what art does? We call it hypocrisy. We call it the flip. That's what fucking Lennon did. That's what Ozzy Osbourne did. That's what they all do. They're calling out the fucking hypocrisy to it all. Fucking the master of it, that fucking idiot, which I know him very well, Alice Cooper, his dad, the pastor. I mean, I got some great pictures with him. It's total mockery. That's what fucking Warhol did. That's what they all do. They mock these lunatics. So we go to the oil fuck thing. Lord Brown goes on his rant about BP. And remember, this is Exxon Love Days on the hills. You know, early 90s. Q&A. I got a credential. I'm the first fucking question. My boss was going, no, don't do it. He knows what I'm going to do. Ryan's kicking me. Go. I says, stand up, and I says, Bill or Bob or Fred or whatever the fuck your name is, where the fuck do you get off coming in the United States of fucking America, standing on the fucking very ground that Washington and Hamiltonville threw your fucking royal at? Lord, you want me to call you fuck you, Fred? You fucking rape artist, motherfucking baby raping thief piece of shit. You come in and fucking destroy the fucking Gulf of Alaska, by the way, which we bought from Russia. The only thing that fucking Sarah Palin did say right, and this is how lunatic the fucking left is. The only thing she ever did say right, by the way, dumb fuckers, you really can stand in fucking Russia, you fucking geographically degenerate fuckers, and see Russia. Who do you think we fucking bought it from? Fuck it, you know how many close it is? The Aleutian Islands? Fucking, I mean, hello. Oh, go sure, which Sarah Palin is a fraud. Fuck, no doubt, from Idaho right here. She's from Sandpoint, Idaho. Mark Furman, raised in Fuckingville. That's where parents are from. Yeah, and it's amazing to me. Oh, you're not dumb, but you can see it. Yeah, you can. That's the only thing she did say fucking right. Wow, it's amazing to me. Left, right, fucking dogma. Fucking eat up, fuckers. So I go on a fucking rant in there like you crazy. I mean, I let this motherfucking pedophile freak have it. You do know he had to leave BP for fucking having sex with fucking children, young boys. Look it up. Lord Brown. That's what these inbred fuckers do. Look it up. CEO of fucking British Petroleum. British Petroleum, the Gulf. That's how my YouTube site fucking went. I went psycho that day. Public beaches sealed off in the United States by British Petroleum. They did it. So anybody that says they don't own America, they do. Oh, the Japanese are going to get America. No, fucking, the royal family got it through Operation Fox on Fox News. It's done. It's over. They got it. Mission accomplished. What do you think that was on the ship? Mission of George Walker. Look up Walker. The Walker Cup. George Walker Bush. Wow. They're back. The royal elitists are back. The only aberration in the history of the fucking Western world was the United States of America. How did they do it? First 8 employees. It's such fucking basic, fundamental, 5th grade fucking knowledge. I'm Larry King. I'm fucking Jesse Ventura. Did you know, Larry, I just found this out. When they tried to kill fucking Abraham Lincoln, it was a conspiracy. This is what we're up against YouTube land. We're going up against people that have no clue about fucking 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade fucking knowledge whatsoever. And then they regurgitate it. That's why commodity-wise, they get their asses kicked. I've always made huge money on fucking something my whole life, but something happened. Yeah, I got fucking leukemia. Annika got fucking leukemia in 1999. The beautiful fucking Russian fucking feminine girl. I was fucking heartbreaking. Coming off the fucking heels of the other deaths in my fucking family from leukemia. I mean, the whole thing, I'm like, fuck. I watched the corruption. I watched it. I was fucking honest. I remember my boss telling me the day Bush got elected. He says, these animals, fucking this second generation, my own sons included, will eat his ass. They will annihilate. They will fucking destroy fucking Glass-Steagall. They fucking destroyed it all. They took out every protection they ever had that fucking worked for the fucking working class, and they incorporated the very dumb fuckers that these very people they were protecting are the people that got rid of them. Operation Foxconn. The poorest people in this country will tell you, free market, get rid of these protections. While they're driving down roads, and they've gutted the local tax base. We're not talking at the federal level, the local tax base. How's it been gutted? Paying cash, the construction industry, the fucking working class pay the tax load at the local level. Gutted it. They rely on property tax, thus the 0% interest rate. I mean, I went psycho the day. I mean, when I was on Wall Street, my boss used to say, Kevin, you are a fucking master. I've never seen it. Because I'm smart enough, I know how they collect the data for the PPI and CPI, back when it was still illegal to fudge numbers. Now, if you don't believe me, you look up what we call fucking off fucking balance sheet accounting by banks. Passed by fucking Bill Walmart Clinton in the fucking 90s. He fucking unwound all this. The greatest Republican in history, Bill Walmart Clinton. Ross Perot. These are Ross Perot's words. Ross Perot called it to a T. Whoosh. Whoosh. It is amazing to me that we go up with this experiment of getting rid of any protections, getting rid of all tariffs. The first 8 employees of the Port of the United States of America were fucking Alexander Hamilton collecting duties, blocking the East India Company. Oh, we flattened out the world. Did you know goods from China used to get here quicker then than they do now? The sailors were the greatest craftsmen in the history of the world. First, they came for the tradesmen. For I was not a tradesman, I did not stand up. Then they came for the artists. Well, I am an artist, but you did not stand up. Then they came for the homosexuals. I was not a homosexual. They did not stand up. They came for them over and over and over. For then they came for the Jews. I was not a Jew. I did not stand up. By the way, Jesus Christ was a Jew. Remember that fucking poor, fucking dark-skinned Jew in the Mediterranean? He did not have blue eyes, and he was not, and he was a hardcore socialist. So was fucking the Mormons. They were hardcore communists. They're trying to, that's why I'm starting my walk there. The Hunsaker Mill, my grandfather. Redistribution of wealth, 100%. It's an amazing story. They try to rewrite history. Ain't going to happen because of YouTube, because of social media. Yeah, it's tough to sift through the dogma and the rhetoric and the fucking insanity. And people have fucking shows up. It's just like a sports team. They're fucking, I'm a Cowboy fan, I'm whatever. The number one fucking price fucking sports team is the Washington Redskins, which they haven't won a playoff game in 30 fucking years. Fuck Cowboys, fuck same thing. Because people brand themselves. They don't even know anybody on the planet. They go to a game, don't even watch the game. You think fucking the Royals knew anything about the fucking NBA? Fuck, I had season tickets when the Jazz first come here. $12 fucking courtside. I have it framed. They ruined the fucking sports. The average athlete in 1975 only made fucking 2.5 times the average working class American. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing to me. Got rid of tariffs. Turned us back into the Royals. And you fucking, look, you're going to marry a prince, Cinderella. You're going to win the lottery right here in Utah. Powerball fuckers say, oh, we don't gamble in Utah. We don't gamble in Utah. They'll line up fucking thousands deep for a fucking equation that is absolutely impossible. Drive up there every week and play the lottery play that just fucking, there's no chance. It's amazing. Oh, you're going to survive cancer. Oh, you won the lottery. Yay, look at Johnny. Oh, we're going to fight the cure. Fight for the cure. Yay. Fuck. Never talked about the cause. I mean, there's a reason I went to Fukushima. All in Fukushima. I could have went to anything. I know. It's the greatest ecological fucking catastrophe, human rights catastrophe in history. Did my subconscious know that I did? I don't think so. I don't know. I think Fukushima gave me leukemia. The fight was brutal. This intense YouTube site, and that's what people don't get about this. In a very public way. I knew people that are very open, very public about their cancer out-survive people that are quiet about their cancer. I know the statistics. I've been involved with this too long, for so long, because of fucking death through loved ones. Living in Utah, watching it over and over and over and over. I knew the dynamic too well. So I fought it the way I thought that I could survive it. Very open, very transparent. We know people that scream and yell, I have cancer, these fucking rats have cancer, I'm fighting these rats that gave me cancer. We know they outside 10 to fucking 1, the people that go recluse. We know that people have enablers and don't fight back. Have a fucking husband or wife who babies them and fucking, oh, honey, and does everything. Oh, look at, we know they fucking survival rate is extremely low. The cells have to be turned back on. It's a brutal, horrific fucking fight. Could I do it again, go through what I did? I don't think so. And I'm a strong fucking dude. I don't think I could do it again. That's what this has been, my art. I'm an artist. I mean, people ask me all the time, finance, professor, fucking plaster, all these things. Kevin, I'm an artist. Always have been. People don't understand my art. I don't give a fuck. You know, by the way, I was very discouraged yesterday. My account's been cloned multiple times. By the way, the comment that this connecting the dots fucker has regurgitated and this Swami fucking piece of shit bitch in fucking L.A. has made of this fucking... By the way, I like that video. That makes it nice. But they put a comment in there over and over and over. And this is the fraud that this dots is. These people, they can click on that account, that comment, and they see that it's a clone account and it's not me. Yet they're regurgitating that I made this vile comment to Jeff, which I've never made a vile to Jeff Calco. Jeff Calco, on every conversation we've had, is extremely cordial, including when he got out of the nut hut and he told me that his fucking family, his brother stole all his finances and they're trying to fucking steal all his money. This is his family who own Palco Environmental. Edelman, the PR firm, you know, it's all been exposed. Gave me $18,000. Wow. Oh, fuck it. You guys will find out the fucking truth. It's so true. I mean, it's like give Ackerman money. Fuck, he owes Ackerman money. Wow. It's amazing. It's sad that this happened to Jeff. I really like Jeff. I really did like him. I mean, I thought he was a really close friend. I thought he was dying. He told me he'd be dead by July. He told me he was dying. You know, and he says, he wanted to leave his money to a fucking cause. And I was trying to start my hedge fund up again, which takes hundreds of thousands of dollars, which I've had 3 people now. I had a woman in fucking California that was going to put up fucking $3 million on this thing. The charter all written. The Post-Ignorance Project. 100% money to raise to fight the fucking nuclear cartel. People say, what's your YouTube? Well, hello. Shut down all nuclear. Kevin, what's your agenda? What are you talking about? Is people that fucking stupid? Get rid of nuclear. Expose the lies of nuclear. Here comes the sun. Da-da-da-da. Here comes the sun. Wow. It's always been there. America's fucking destroyed by the nuclear cartel, the Queen's uranium mines, the Queen's gold mines. I mean, the fucking world's to us exactly what they did to the feudal system in Europe for 1,000 years. That's why I knew it was so dramatic. When Bush told it was, I'm like, and then when Gore stood down, you know, we're talking skull and crossbones. That's why he stood down. They both had a skull and crossbones. You do know that. Whereas the bloodlines of fucking Burr. Think about that one. And think about what he turned out to be. You know, and I don't believe that people are the byproduct of their bloodlines by any means. It's an ideology. I mean, my family and I are fucking night and day, some of us. You know, but, I mean, I am my father's son. You know, everybody says I was fearless like he. You know, my beautiful mom, you know. Wow. It's a fucking crazy fucking world that you cannot have 3rd and 4th grade. How can we go back and try to start at the fucking beginning and try to educate people stuff that they should have learned in 3rd and 4th grade? What a tariff is, the foundation of the Hamilton thesis, the foundation between the Jefferson and the Hamilton fight, the Constitution, the fucking Bill of Rights, the Republic with the Con. How can we go back? The fight that, you know, we have to restore all of revolutionary American history. How can we go back and do that to a populace that we can't? It's impossible. These people are fucking divided up. Red pill, blue pill. They're fucking dogma. They're on the team. It's a team, just like a sports team. They'll go to a game, not know anything about the fucking game. It's like this fucking Dodge put Kevin Blanch used this money to go to the World Series. This is how ignorant these people are. Look at that fucking video. You guys know I shot that fucking video when I put up all those videos when I was for the anniversary of Chernobyl in San Francisco. Really? Really? The fucking Giants played the Padres in the fucking World Series? This is how ignorant these fucking people are. This is what we're up against. This is what we're dealing with. We have to do it through the art. I have to attack the spirit. I have to go after the spirit. I have to call the hypocrisy to the evangelicals, to the Mormons, that they're not Christians. They're liars. They're the opposite of Jesus. Christianity is based on Jesus. And by the way, he did not write the Bible. Hello. Wow. I've thought about even strapping a fucking cross on my back on my walk. I still might do it. I'm running. I'm going to do this, whatever, but I'm walking the whole way. Now, which, by the way, that isn't the first time that's been done. Now, you know, on Easter, I believe it was 1983, 84. I'm at Diablo Canyon, and you look through those videos. I'm there. I mean, you can't recognize because they got all that long blonde hair. Remember we fucking carried the cross to Diablo Canyon? You remember that? Those were great protests, by the way. They were incredible protests in that beautiful, 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 sacred, hallowed place. By the way, you think about this. I want you to really think about this. I've traveled all over. I've been up and down, my whole life up and down the coast of California. California, what a spectacular fucking place. I mean, they've gutted it. They've ruined it. California's fucking ruined, which is sad. The greatest landscape dynamic on earth, bar none, California. It's sad. Diablo Canyon, the Native Americans, which were genocided, Stanford was still killing. They were bounties on fucking man, woman, and chilled ears. You don't think Californians are evil and people were fucking evil? That's why I'm starting at Old Town. The Christian fucking wars. My grandpa stood up for the indigenous people. He was a socialist. He didn't believe in inherited wealth, by the way. He gave all his money to fucking charity. Every penny. Amazing man. Really an amazing man. They genocided every fucking native. Their sacred hallowed place was Diablo Canyon, which wasn't called Diablo Canyon. That slope gradually goes right to there. It's spectacular. Golden bears there, cougars there, the seals. The natives would say about it, anybody would say it that came there, more wildlife right in that spot than anywhere on earth. That's where the fucking fish like to get in. That's where they still do. The whales will come right up on the fucking pier there at Avila, at fucking Pismo. I mean, right there, it's amazing. Look at the photographs. I mean, the starfish, everything. It is the most beautiful ecosystem maybe on the fucking earth. So that gel slope, they used to launch their canoes right there. It was their sacred, hallowed place. What do they do with that sacred, hallowed place? Build a nuclear reactor against the public's will and name it the devil. I mean, you think these fuckers are sociopath sick fuckers. Build nuclear reactors all across Japan on fault lines. I've said in hundreds and hundreds of lectures, thousands of lectures. Kevin, you keep saying this catastrophe is going to happen. Where's it going to happen? It's going to happen in Japan or it's going to happen in California, San Onofre. Oh, it happened the same time at both. People forget, January 29, 2012, there was an accident at San Onofre. They leaked fucking nuclear fallout out all over you at San Onofre, in San Clemente. I'm reporting it while going in and out of a coma. I'm in the bone marrow plants, man. At that very fucking moment, getting stuff leaked to me the whole time, dying. I'm fucking dying. I'm in the fucking 8th floor in the corner of the fucking room, doing videos, fucking the days that I can stand up, go without food, without water, going in and out of a coma, fucking losing 6-7 pounds a fucking day with heavy air mercy M squared, still doing videos out of my room. Boy, did I stick it to fucking Blue Castle. Blue Castle Nuclear Generator started their PR campaign the exact time I was in there. So people were Googling that corrupt one that exposed their lead dog lying fund. Dirty Herbie should have went to prison for that. I'm the one that exposed the fraud. They have to have the funding. They said their funding was from Lead Dog Hedge Fund, a bank. Well, I just made calls in New York. Hey, what about that? Oh, fuck, those guys ain't got any money. They're fucking under investigation by the SEC. They're broke on fuck. They ain't got 5 cents. Of course they don't go to jail. Nobody goes to fucking jail. Fuck. Lock, stock, fucking barrel these fucking corrupt fuckers because you gave up. You gave up your protections. Oh, you protectionists. When America was the country of protectionists. From the inception, the first fucking employees were to fucking collect duties at the thing. But look it up. Look up the Tariff Act. I believe it, 1791 or 1789, before the Bill of Rights. Look it up. Read it. It's very simple to incentivize the buying of homemade goods, to pay off the debt from the Revolutionary War. A little old lady's holding paper all over. There was nothing more quintessential American to hate the royal system. Now they come to the U.S. and the American media, I mean, my God. King James violated protocol. What? I also that on your fall off my fucking chair. Really? The country that was founded fighting back the royal system is accusing fucking royal protocol. Oh, my God. I knew it was over. I knew it was over a while ago. Is it going to come back? Someday when these baby boomers are all dead, these are the most dogma burger eating, dogma stupidest fucking generation of human beings. Self-indulged. John Steinbeck, we simply went from the we to the I. Kevin Blanch, we simply went from the we to the I, back to the we, to the capital I. I. Self-indulged fucking, and I can prove it. As a socioeconomist, that's my PhD. is I've blended art, economics, and history. It's called Post-Ignorance. I interview fucking thousands of people. That's what I was up to long before I started my YouTube site. My YouTube site was started out as an argument with another professor that I could say fuck. I says, I listened to the ruling, and I got the idea from Elizabeth Warren, of all people. Who I know Elizabeth Warren, who she came out of nowhere, the great professor that she is. I'm a giant fan. I love her, by the way. She's grassroots as they get. I got the idea from her off Stephen Colbert. She's on there going on a rant about the Supreme Court and how joke they are. And, you know, they tried to fucking rule on the internet that we had to do. George Carlin, by the way, George Carlin daughter, I love her. I hope she comes and walks with me. You know, I hope she comes down. I'm getting into the L.A. area on the beach, and she comes and walks with me. You know, I love him. Huge fucking fan of fucking George's. Oh, my God, what a fucking magnificent fucking soul he was. He got all this. He got it. That we bitch about the Illuminati, we bitch about the fucking royals, we bitch about all this, yet we feed them. We can't even have a conversation about tariff. I mean, Ross Perot, fuck, boy, did he get it. Oh, did he get it. That was one smart fucking dude. He called this out to a T. Until we wake up and see this economic thesis is a giant fucking failure. The slashing the interest rate in the free market and taking away protections from the American worker and the American fucking populace and making them compete with slaves in fucking China. Our fucking parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our great-great-parents, our great-great-grandparents, our great-great-great-grandparents, our great-great-great-great-grandparents, our great-great-great-grandparents would have never put up with it. Because they were smart. They were salt of the earth. They were logical. They understood. You cannot compete with slaves. East India Company. They dressed up like Indians and threw the tea over the fucking thing. It was a tariff war. Tired of fucking cheap goods coming in from the East India Company from China, using slaves by the royal companies, British Petroleums, and flooding the fucking United States markets with them and taking businesses out, i.e. Walmart, the new East India Company. It is amazing to me. Remember when they went after Kathleen Lee Gifford for using the sweatshop? That wasn't that long ago. Do you understand? You know, it's like, oh, here is Tim Cook, that rat piece of shit, standing with Jesse Jackson, that rat piece of shit, thinking they're going to save racial tensions among Apple. Oh, we need to be more diverse when they're using slaves in China. When you got antebellum South, great-great-grandsons, and this is, you know, that's what I love Brooklyn so much at Fort Greene. You know, I have a lot of friends there that are strong Africans, really strong African-American descent, that, boy, they get this. I'm like, how can they go down the field? How can these guys run with hair extensions from executed Chinese slaves? How can they go work buy an iPad? How can they buy free? How can they do this? How can they do this? By the way, I have an iPad and I didn't buy it. I hate the fucking thing. I like my little Sony fucking boogie. I have two of them. I really love those things. I mean, the quality, they're so easy. They're so nice. I'm alive. I want people to understand this. You can't change my whole path. Come on. When a doctor looks at you and you're in so much pain, says you'll be dead by Christmas, in the prime of your life. When you love your children, you love your grandchildren, you love your environment, you know, you love your freaking girlfriends, you love your fucking neighbors, you love life. There's so many things that I love. I love fucking art, and they say that that's gone. I can't even explain what your mind goes through. I can't explain it. It was the most surreal thing ever. I mean, it's so sad that I have trouble even thinking about it. Yet there's lots of YouTube videos I can't even go back and visit. I can't go back and look at them because it's too painful. It's way too fucking painful. So my mind just went into this intense focus. Oh, curse the spite that I was ever born to set this right. My place in time, I guess. You know, I kind of always knew it. So I have a tale to tell. A man could tell 1,000 lies. I've listened well. The light is shines inside of me. You will never take that from me, for I feel no evil. See you on the freaking beach. It'll take me months, but I'm going to do it. I'll walk every inch of it. See you on New Year's Day in Old Town San Diego, and to the beach we'll go. Stay tuned.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Plumegate, 311, whatever you